So today on a bench we have a Bosch mixer which belongs to my grandma. So I've been told that it has been like this for a really long time and it's really consistent. So it never works on burst mode, it never works in first speed, but it always works when I put it to second speed and return it to speed 1. So, kind of an interesting failure. I can't say, I'm not entirely sure what to think right now. It could be motor, maybe a problem with motor windings, or maybe the brushes, or it could be just something as simple as a dirty switch. So, it's our job today to try and see what is going on with it. So, let's unplug it and take it apart. For those of you who care, I think this is the model number, it's type CNS M03ST. This mixer she got as a gift after buying, I think it was a dishwasher, and it has been a really reliable device since then. Well, other than the motor issue. Oh, fucking piss. God damn it, why do you have to use the stupid proprietary screws? Can I use a flathead? Okay, so I literally cannot find a screwdriver to open this damn thing. So I guess I'm going to have to mash it with a flathead screwdriver again. Anyways, so let's have a look inside. Okay, so we are inside and there is honestly way less than I expected. Oh, so the motor literally just comes out like this. Oh, is this the oh, it is not a universal motor. Maybe it is. 230 volts DC motor. Okay, so we can take out the entire thing. That's kinda neat. Okay, so here's our little PCB. It looks fancy and all. And on the other side, you can see first thing that we can notice is that these two contacts are a bit darkened, which means that they were running quite hot. And if you turn it to the other side, you can see that those two contacts are these two parts of this little switch. You can see it's a little leaf contact which can touch this side or this side, and I'm assuming one of these is speed 1 and the other one is speed 2. Now if we have a look at, here's the case, and the motherboard inside was standing like this. So if we turn switch to the momentary, this little M, which is a momentary, this little switch turns to this side. And I know momentary is supposed to run at the second speed. So we can see that there is a little indent when we turn the switch to this side, which means that this is probably our second speed. And if we return it back to 0, it should touch no contacts, but it is very close to speed 2 for some reason. And if we go back to the case, we turn it to the other side, which is this side right here, we can see that our leaf contact is now touching the other side, and this is probably going to be our speed 1. And there is one more turn we can do on this. So this is 0, this is speed 1, this is 0, this is speed 1. You can see the leaf contact is touching this side, and if you keep turning to speed 2, the leaf contact goes back to the first contact. So now we basically know that this is speed 1 and this is speed 2, and our switch is very melted. This switch looks very crusty, so let's repeat. This is 0, this is off. You can see the switch is touching no contact right now, and if you turn it to momentary, the leaf contact touches this side. We return it back to 0, and then return it and then put it to speed 1. That's this contact, and if you put it to speed 2, it touches this contact again. And now if you put it back to 0, okay, oh, that's not supposed to move that easily. So at some point the contacts probably just got very dirty and then they overheated. So let's see, how am I going to... First thing I'm going to try probably is just to resolder these two contacts and try to clean them and see if that helps our situation. This plastic right here is kind of melted. Let me see if I can show you. This contact is kind of melted, which is not good. I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do about this hole on the plastic. Maybe I'm going to try to... This is probably nylon because it's supposed to be slippery. I'm going to try to straighten it with a soldering iron, I guess, and these two contacts I'm going to resolder and clean them up with a bit of paper or something. I'm not entirely sure. You can see the contact here is wiggling as I'm wiggling this contact right here. So this contact is absolutely cooked. So let's try to fix that real quick. Here's some brand new solder. My soldering iron is warmed up, I think. It is. Now let's first remove the old solder. Where am I? Maybe I can zoom it in a bit more. This should be good. So I added more solder here and it literally just... contact literally just fell out. You can see it's full of... it's very dirty. That's probably what caused it to overheat. And these contacts are not really good for high amperage loads. That's why most switches do a little click when you change the state. Because when the contact is made and broken quickly, that reduces arcing, and in this case where you have a very thin leaf switch, we can slowly come into contact and remove. That causes additional wear and tear on the contacts. Let's remove the other one as well. You can see how dark it got. So to clean these contacts, I'm not entirely sure how... Ah, shit, it's hot. I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to go about that. I would like to sand it, but I'm not sure if sanding is a good idea because I'm going to remove the the surface, which is supposed to reduce wear and sparking, but on the other hand, as you can see, the surface on these things is already gone. So let me just try to do it with paper like this. Oh, it's nice and shiny once again. Okay, I think this will work. So that's one of them. That's the other one. And yeah, it's nice and shiny again. And I can see that this leaf contact is a bit higher than it's supposed to be. I'm going to clean this one. I guess I'm just going to do this and hope for the best. No, that didn't quite work. I have a toothbrush and a bit of alcohol. Maybe brush it like this. Okay, yeah, that's better. That's better, I would say. Not perfect, but it should be for sure better than it was. I don't want to scratch the contacts more than they already are. I'm going to use my nail. I don't think my nail is strong enough to remove the anti-spark surface if there is any left on it. More alcohol. Yeah, I think that should do it. Now to push this leaf string a bit down, I'm going to resolder it too. Both contacts of it. Is that it? I didn't. Okay. It's not sticking out anymore. Now I can put a bit more clean solder on it, like this, and I think it's up again. Like this. I think that should be fine. Now if I put the little contacts back in, oh shit, it kind of lost its elasticity now that I did that. Well, that was a mistake. I'm going to put it to speed 1, push it a bit back, and then resolder it again in hopes that it kind of gives it the position again. Okay, so it did move it a bit back further, and now if I put the contact back in, it does. This is 0, Yeah. You can see this is probably the reason why it worked. So this is speed 2, where it's supposed to be touching the other one. And you see when I put it to speed 2, how it slams into the contact. And that's probably why it worked when I put it from speed 2 back to speed 1. Because of this, how it hits it. So I'm pretty happy with that. I'm going to put it here and solder it. Now, since these pads are a bit lifted, I fear if it's going to hold it properly. Oh shit, I forgot that's copper. Yeah, surprise, surprise, copper conducts heat quite well. So hopefully there won't be any issues. That's quite a bit of... Let's test it again. Yeah, you can hear the click when it slams back into the contact. I think that will be good enough. I'm not sure. Now, the only issue now is that it's when I put it back to 0, which is this indent right here, it is still touching this contact. And that is a problem. So let's return the other contact back and then see how we're going to deal with that. See if it makes good contact with the other side. Here is me again, trying to get burnt. And it doesn't go in. Fantastic. Can you go in, please? Oh. So this one has quite a nice and snug fit. So let's see, speed 2. When I hold it in place, it does make decent contact with the... You can see how it hits it. Speed 2, speed 1, speed 2. So this is speed 2 and this is speed 1. I think that's good enough. The only issue we still have is this little hole, because in this hole right here it's supposed to be between the two contacts, but instead it is literally still on speed 2. So how can I take this? Oh, I can't take it. So you can see that the contacts were running so hot that they just burnt through the nylon contact. So I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to fix it. Maybe if I try to poison myself and I don't think this is going to work. Or maybe if I grab some more material. Wait. Okay, so if I take some of plastic from this card, like so, and put it into the hole, like this. Oh shit. Okay, the hole is now filled, but it's still not smooth. It needs to be smooth. So if I run with the soldering iron across it, and remove the garbage, like this, it looks like I'm making a bigger mess, but I hope not. So the hole is kind of filled. I think this could work. I hope. Well, let's see. Okay, so I put the thing back into the thing. Very well said. And add speed 0. It's just about not touching. And speed 1. It's touching this side. Speed 2, it's touching this side. So speed 0, it's just about in the middle. I think it could work. So let's mount it back into the case and, well, test it. So here's this is the safety contact. It has to be in this position for the thing to turn on, and if it's in this position, that means the container is on it. So now if I put it here, okay, if I give it 4 amps, are you kidding me? Okay, speed 2 does work. Okay, so we have successfully broken the speed number 1 and the off position. God damn it. Okay, so this is speed off. I now know that I need to add a bit more material so it doesn't touch the speed number 2. And speed number 1, for whatever reason, is not reaching. So, or maybe it's dirty. It looks like it's touching from here. Maybe if I just angle it a bit with a soldering iron, it will work. Let's try to do that. Oh shit, it's hot. Okay, I have angled it a bit. It looks like it's touching. I have angled it a bit and now it looks like it's touching. Okay, now let's try to see what's going on with this selector switch right here. So I need more material right here. So let's try to repeat the procedure. Take some material from this card, and if only this camera would focus. I hope you see what I'm doing. Just adding material and then making it smooth for the switch to, so the switch can easily glide on this thing. I'm hoping this will be good enough. Let's try to put it together and see. It's tricky to hit the correct tolerances. Focus. Okay, it looks decent, and it now touches the speed number 1 as well. Let's actually test it with a multimeter just to be sure, because this thing is kind of painful to work on. It isn't. So speed number 2 is working, but speed number 1 isn't. Okay, so let's try to clean it a bit more. So here's some paper, and let's put it inside so you can see what I'm doing. So let's put some paper inside the switch, and now, oh, the paper moves freely, which means that it isn't touching at all, as you can see. Well, that's not good. I don't want to add more material here, so let's do the stupid solution and just angle this thing a bit more and hope for the best. I'm just going to push on it and reheat the contacts like this, and let's see if it worked. You can see it's a bit more angled than earlier, and when I put it to speed number 1, let's do the same test with the paper. Put paper between the contacts, put it to speed number 1, and now the paper is having some resistance, so it should be touching now. Yes, you can see speed 1, speed 2, speed 1, and give me off position. It's touching neither. That's I think that should be good enough. So let's get the case and put the thing back together. Okay, it hasn't jumped. Okay, off works. It looks like it works. So momentary. Speed 1. And speed 2. Okay, maybe the off contact is still a bit messy, but I'm just going to tell her to leave the device unplugged, or even better, just by removing this this container, the other switch opens and it won't allow the motor to turn. So momentary, speed 1, speed 2, and back to off. I think this is good enough. So let's put the damn thing back together and give it back to my gran. So if I plug it back in, it does nothing, as it's supposed to. And if I put the container on it, and without breaking my screen, preferably like this, I think this is not the correct, like this. I think that is good enough. So yeah, let's put today's code on it. 080825, and yeah, let's just say molten switch, just so I know what I was doing on it, and that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Any feedback, positive or negative, is welcome in the comments. Tell me what you would like to see from me. I'll try to appeal, and that's about it. See you in the next video. I'm going to go clean this mess now. Bye for now.